Hey guys, Charles Damiano here from the Urban Action Showcase Live with my buddy here, Hector Martinez. We're really excited today, man. Set up our first, we have a display, and we brought all our Bruce Lee memorabilia. So Hector's going to review some stuff for you here today.
We got some good stuff today. We got the original Enter the Dragon lobby cards and the original Fists of Fury. So if anybody's interested, these are here. We also have an amazing array of Bruce Lee memorabilia. Some paperbacks.
All the old
school.
vintage paperbacks from the 70s.
There we go.
There you go.
Show those.
We got some of these here too. These are amazing. All right.
And I want to thank this guy because he hooked me up with Demetrius Angelo, who set this up here for us today. Why don't you tell them what's happening here today at the Urban Action Showcase?
Well, the Urban Action Showcase is an amazing expo. It's done on a yearly basis. And today we have such fantastic and legendary stars of action and martial arts films. We've got artists. Today we have Steve Muhammad, who was in Enter the Dragon. We also have Bishop Donnie Williams is here with us, as well as Timok, Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon, and the one and only Ron Van Clief.
Oh, we got to get him here
Dragon.
later, man. You guys are going to see a lot of these guys later on. So for now, we're going to take you around the convention, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Sounds good.
So we're here at the Urban Action Showcase. I'm here at my table, which is the Bruce Lee Collection channel. And we have Spider manning the table here today with my good buddy Hector Martinez. Spider, how have you been enjoying the show so far?
So far, so good, but I'm falling asleep because too many people around me.
What have you purchased so far on Bruce Lee here?
About 10 magazines, books.
From Ricky Baker?
Yes.
Spider's a huge collector. 10 Bruce Lee magazines he already bought from Rick Baker. And this is my buddy Hector Martinez. Hector, tell us how you've been enjoying the show.
I'm enjoying the show immensely, but there's a guy named Charles Damiano who's selling some memorabilia, and he drives a hard bargain.
Well, you've been instrumental. Thank you so much today for helping out at the table. Come here, Andre. Come here. Just say hi to the channel. This is my buddy Andre.
Hi, channel. I love Charles. I love Hector. They're part of the community. They are helping the community connect around the world, so I'm really grateful to be part of that, and we're having a good time at the show.
Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Peace out.
So follow me now through the Urban Action Showcase Convention Room. This is where we have all the displays. There's 40 tables here with actors and film actors from the 90s and 2000s, action movie stars, martial artists. Over here at this table, follow me. We have some of the extras in Enter the Dragon. We have Don Williams and Steve Muhammad, who were played in Enter the Dragon when Jim Kelly walks into the school and Steve Muhammad is conducting the class. So we have them over here. This is the table they were sitting at. They're actually in the theater now watching Enter the Dragon and do a panel discussion on Enter the Dragon. So as you walk around more, we have a lot of celebrities here today. From the movie Good Times, we have one of the actors, the young kid who played in Good Times, and I'm forgetting his name right now. Also over here we had Timok, who played in The Last Dragon. This was one of my favorite movies as a kid growing up. It came out after the Bruce Lee movies. And Timok just left his table for a little bit, but he'll be back a little later. So we're at the AMC Empire Theater on Times Square on 42nd Street and 8th Avenue here in New York City. And this is the 11th year that Demetrius Angelo has run this Urban Action Showcase, bringing together all the action stars of the 70s and 80s, everyone from the Black Dragon. We're celebrating today the 50th anniversary of Enter the Dragon, 45th anniversary of the Game of Death. He has fun events. We just had a 1-inch punch contest outside over here, as you could see. Right now, they're also doing some demonstrations, some martial art demonstrations out here, all set up by Demetrius Angelo. So this is just a fun event. There's over 40 tables up here. There's vendors showing everything from Bruce Lee memorabilia to just other collectibles. As you can see, there's collectibles everywhere, from buttons, badges, comics, cosplay. More booths over here.
We're swiftly approaching 3 o'clock. Got some more stuff coming for you. On the 4th floor deck, we've got action filmmaking on an iPhone. That's going to be happening outside. Go ahead and check that out.
On an iPhone.
The Ninja Star throw.
Demetrius, I want to just get a word from you right now. So this is my son Brandon.
Hey Brandon, how you doing?
So how's the showcase been going this year?
It's been going very well, very busy.
You did an unbelievable job, I have to say. I'm very impressed, man. Thank you for inviting me. This is my first year. I'm so impressed with everything that you did here.
Well, I'm grateful for God, for the strength, and for the staff, that there's a lot of work to help me, because you see, it's a lot going on.
Always there.
5 theaters, expo, seminars, panels, contests, raffles, all at the same time.
All at the same time. You're a busy man. Thank you so much once again for inviting us, man. Keep up the great work, buddy. Thank you so much. Here today, Ricky Baker, and also my buddy Spider. What's going on, man? And where are we today, man?
Well, we're in the Big Apple, I've been told. It's New York, New York. We're here at the Urban Action Showcase for the 2nd year running, and it's a good atmosphere, and we're selling lots of stuff. We're almost sold out. It's that busy.
Man, Ricky came down from the UK with all his magazines. Look at this. And guess who bought them all up? Spider! Bought them all. Look at this, man. This is a great one. Return of the Dragon? Oh, that's your Spider, right? Wow, and he bought this one. Was this an Enter the Dragon special? Yeah? Wow, look at this, guys. Ricky put out this beautiful Enter the Dragon special for the 50th anniversary. Did you buy this one too? Spider, did you save any for me? Nothing. Man. And you got this one from Chinese Connection and Game of Death. How'd you do here today, your booth?
We're pretty much sold out.
How many items did you bring here today?
A suitcase full. Luckily enough, had my good friend Karen here, who helped me smuggle the books in her case.
Wow! Would you have them in a suitcase?
Yeah, I had to carry them.
Man, you're Eastern Heroes is just becoming bigger and bigger, man. You guys sold out within the first hour.
Almost, yeah, almost.
Wow, New York loves you, man.
Yes, I should come here every week. I could get a place in Manhattan.
Look at that. Do you do better here at a convention or online?
You know, there's still people from a certain generation that like to hold and look at stuff.
Ah.
You know, and that's probably my generation. You know, but online does well, Amazon does well, but some people who come, saves the expensive shipping.
Yeah.
They can pick up. Some guy that's come in and bought 15 books.
Wow, 15. Now, what's the newest book you're putting out? Are you working on a new, because I know you're always working on new projects.
We've got the new rooftop edition. We've got a 2 more Enter the Dragon scrapbooks.
So what is that up to now? 11 and 12?
11 and 12. Yeah, and that's the latest issue over there.
Oh, this is the latest issue?
This is representing the people that are here, like Donnie Williams, Steve Mohammed. Of course, sadly, Jim's not with us, nor Bruce. We've got Robert Samuels and Ty Mackey's behind me.
And these guys are all here today.
And also
Donnie Williams,
Karen Campbell. And I'll just show you this lovely artwork that Darren Williams for Karen.
So there's some artwork in here?
This is the artwork he did for Karen and Cynthia.
Oh, wow, look at that. Beautiful.
You're beautiful.
That's a nice artwork, man.
That's from Darren here.
That is beautiful. Wow. Well, you are the man, Ricky. I have to say, man, I'm glad you guys came down again, and I wanted to catch you here. So thank you for this quick interview. And I want to thank you, Spider. You picked up some really...
supported by airfare.
There you go. Supporting Ricky's airfare. You, Spider. What would you like to say, Spider? Add something to this, man.
I don't know what to add. I like to do Bruce Lee collection myself, and I have a lot of pictures with different movie stars.
You do, man. You have some collection, man.
Yes.
It's always great meeting you. And
yes.
Spider was one of the first few that actually here that met Bruce Lee. I always say that because that must have been such an honor to meet Bruce Lee, man. So that's fantastic. Anyway, we're gonna sign out today. Spider has his memorabilia with him, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Right.
Can I get a word with you on video? This is my son, Brandon.
By the way, if you know me, you can't get a word with me. You can get a million words.
A million words with Rick Meyers.
Not shut up.
So I'm here with the infamous Rick Meyers today. Infamous author, writer.
I'm not famous. I'm
infamous. So what are some of the magazines that you wrote for in the 70s?
Well, we'll start from the beginning. I did Famous Monsters of Filmland. I did Starlog, Future Life, Millimeter Magazine, The Armchair Detective. But then I got into Inside Kung Fu. And then I did Asian Cult Cinema. And I was the entertainment editor at Inside Kung Fu for 30 years.
I read all your articles. I have all the Inside Kung Fu on my table over there at my Bruce Lee collection. And you wrote many of those articles. I loved them back in the day.
If it wasn't for Inside Kung Fu, I never would have discovered Kung Fu, because they're the ones who in 2001 sent me at the behest of the Taiwanese government to go to Taiwan and meet all the last great Kung Fu teachers, because in China, they don't like Kung Fu, they like Wushu. They don't want you to know Kung Fu because they don't need 3 billion people with open minds. But in Taiwan, they're still teaching actual Kung Fu. And I learned in 20 minutes in Taiwan more than I learned in the last 20 years at American martial arts schools.
Wow, that's it.
And I'm still teaching Kung Fu from what they taught me.
That's incredible. Now, you wrote a really famous book back in the 80s, I think, From Ninja to Bruce Lee, was it?
It was called Martial Art Movies From Bruce Lee to the Ninjas. And I didn't want to call it that, but the publisher insisted on having the ninjas in the title. And so that sold from 1985 to 2010, where I did a new version, which was called it was called Great Martial Art Movies From Bruce Lee to Jackie Chan and More.
Another great book.
Then in 2011, 10 years after that, I wrote Films of Fury, the Kung Fu movie book, and also Films of Fury, the Kung Fu movie, which you can still see on Tubi for free. It's been running steadily on television since it came out in 2011.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, I heard you're involved with a new project also. Is that true?
Well, I'm always involved with new projects, but the ones that I was the Kung Fu consultant on the original Kung Fu Panda movie.
Oh, you are the Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. I taught Po the Panda Kung Fu. And that still has the most accurate Kung Fu that's ever been in an American movie. Recently, they brought me on to teach the Minions Kung Fu in Minions Rise of Gru.
Oh, another great one,
And I'm known as Minion Myers.
Now, are you also writing a new book?
I'm always writing new books, but not a martial, although the new book I've done, which is a ghost-written autobiography of another incredible human being who's a great martial artist, but I don't know if I'm even going to be mentioning that. But I've just finished that. We worked with the government for like 7 months to get it out. And so I am going to be starting my new projects now that book is set to be published in May of 2024.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, I always had a question for you because I loved the interview that you did with Jim Kelly years back. Now, where did that take place again?
That took place at the Albuquerque Comic Expo, ACE. It's known as ACE. And so that was one of the last conventions he went to, and I did one of the last interviews with him. And he gave me his Purell. I said, "Do you have some Purell?" He said, "Yeah, here's mine. Keep it." I went, "I still have that bottle."
Now, you asked him a question that he avoided, and it was the one where you said, so who are some of the guys that Bruce Lee sparred with, or, what they think of him? And he avoided the question, and then you said, I know who they are. He goes, "You may know, but I'm not going to tell you."
I know who Bruce Lee sparred with.
Yeah.
I know. They won't tell you. But I know people he sparred with. I never mention their names either. But Bruce Lee was untouchable.
Yeah.
Is it in the book? Is it in your book?
No, I don't.
Come on, man.
I don't mention. I mention this, but I never tell the names.
Can I get everybody to swear to secrecy? Can you say one name?
No.
Can you mix them up?
Did you ever discover who those people were that he sparred with that he didn't want to let us know?
Later, after that interview, we went back to our tables in the dealer's room, and I came over to him, thanked him again for the Purell and the wonderful, and I gave him copies of my books, and then I said to him who I thought were the ones.
And who was that?
And I'm not saying.
Rick! After all these years, I wanted to find out.
I know, it's too bad, because I said, is that the one? He said, yeah. He said, you have to promise now never to tell anybody. And I said, all right, Jim, for you. You're about the only guy I would ever say. To Bruce and to you, I will not say.
And did you guess who they were?
Yeah.
He confirmed it.
Yeah.
So was it Joe Louis?
Again, I swore to a man who is no longer with us.
That is true. I thought I would find that out from you today. I love that interview.
It's amazing. I never thought I could keep secrets, but for Jim Kelly, I could.
Well, it's worth keeping it for Jim Kelly because he was an incredible man.
There's only a limited amount of people there. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Joe Louis or Delgado and this was on the set of Enter the Dragon at the time?
Yeah.
That he sparred, was it Bolo?
I'm not saying.
You're not saying.
I'm not saying.
All right, we only could guess at this point, guys.
If it had been Bolo, I would have loved to have seen that.
I would have loved to see that as well.
You know what Bolo was an expert at?
What's that?
Tai Chi.
Yes.
He did a form of Tai Chi that works sideways. He looks this way and he fights this way.
Correct.
He's awesome. He was one of the best.
Yeah. Are you going to go see the Enter the Dragon movie?
Oh, I don't need to see that again. How many times do I need to see that?
For the 100th time.
More.
Well, Rick, I really appreciate you taking the time out today. No? Okay. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. All right, Rick Meyers. Hector, show us what you got in the bag there, man. I know you have some goodies in there.
Excuse me.
So what is this?
Picked up a couple of goodies here at the Urban Action Showcase. This is the Scream Music soundtrack album from Japan. It's got some Bruce Lee and The Exorcist.
If you don't hear your number, I might move on. I don't want to
Action movie screens from Japan, featuring Bruce Lee, Jim Kelly, and John Saxon.
Don't forget filmmaking on iPhone seminar is going to be outside.
I got this one already signed by Jim Kelly, but I like this one with the Obi. It's got the Obi. Yeah. I lost my voice. So much screaming, I'm sorry.
Becoming a virgin again.
Action movie themes featuring Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. Some nice little pieces. Let me see what else. Spartan X with Jackie Chan, also known as Meals on Wheels, soundtrack album.
Laser, right?
The laser, but the laser is not mine. Yeah. Got a couple of 45s here. The Green Hornet. Bruce Lee and Van Williams. Japanese 45. Spaz, lack of interest. Ha ha ha! Yes, this is the very rare pink cover. Very rare. And also Tando Fernandez. Enter the Dragon theme. It's another 45. And Kung Fu Dragon. The Dukes of Premium Rock versus the Man. And there you have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hector, for those incredible records and albums that he just bought on Bruce Lee. Here we have our table with all the memorabilia that we displayed here at the Urban Action Showcase. We have all our Kung Fu Monthly magazines, both from the United States and the United Kingdom. You move over here, all our Black Belt magazines that came out in the 70s and 80s. I bought a bunch of Inside Kung Fu magazines from the early 80s featuring Bruce Lee on the cover, early 90s, Brandon Lee, some Game of Death, 8x10 lobby cards, some Return of the Dragon lobby cards, 15 to a set, put out by Rene Chateau from France. 15 photos to a set. JKD Hong Kong magazines, Japanese press books, Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Return of the Dragon, Game of Death, Game of Death 2, Tower of Death,
Return of the Dragon,
Fury of the Dragon,
also known as Green Hornet.
exactly, and Bruce Lee's story. Very nice, very nice. Wow, this is a fun event, guys. Glad we could bring this to you.
So enigmatic and charismatic, gotta live static, gotta get at it, never pragmatic, cause we live tragic. I can't live average, to be alive's magic. Turn it up in the back cause I'm grabbing everything I want, get in my way and I'm stabbing. I'll be moving crowds till I'm 6 feet napping. They need another fix, hooked on like an addict. I got my eyes on the prize and it's changing lives. I wanna live till I die, make a difference, right? I wanna give those in need a reason to fight. I wanna live every day like it's my last night. I wanna change how we play the game, rearrange all the pieces till they say my name, push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution.